There are lots of rules about what to do in emergencies, but are they all good? Actually, some of these tips are not true and can be unsafe. Myth number 9. If a shark tries to attack you, some people say you should hit its nose. This idea is often shown in movies or on the news. But hitting a shark on the nose is hard, especially in the water where it's tough to move quickly. Actually, the shark's eyes and gills are weaker spots. Also, if you can put something strong between you and the shark, like a diving mask or a swim board. Myth number 8. If someone gets hypothermia, you need to put them into a hot tub. In fact, never do that. Also, never rub the frostbitten areas because this may cause further tissue damage. You also shouldn't use hot water or a heating lamp to warm the victim. Instead, you should warm the person's core up gradually in order not to cause shock to their body. Use blankets and place some warm water bottles under their armpits. Myth number 7. Some people think moss only grows on the north side of trees. Moss can grow on any side of a tree because it depends on where. It can get the best conditions, like enough water and shade. If you're in the forest trying to figure out which way is north, don't just look at where the moss is growing. If you do, you might end up even more lost. Always use a compass or map to find your way out. And remember, the forest is full of clues, but not all of them are as helpful as they seem. Myth number 6. Just because an animal can eat something doesn't mean it's safe for you, too. Some berries and mushrooms can be very bad for people, but not hurt animals or birds at all. So you should only eat berries and mushrooms if you are 100%. Sure, they are the kind that's safe for humans to eat. Myth number 5. If you see a bear while hiking, some people say to play dead. But really, bears usually don't want to hurt you. They're just trying to keep their space safe. If a bear shows up, stop moving and slowly walk backwards. Make sure you watch the bear, but don't get too close. This way, the bear can see you're not trying to take over its home. Myth number 4. Some people think that if you're really thirsty in the desert, you can drink water from a cactus. But this isn't usually true. Only a few cactuses have water that's safe to drink. There's one kind called opuntia that can give you some moisture. But most cactuses have bad stuff in them. If you try to drink from these, you'll get sick and throw up, which means you lose even more water from your body. Myth number 3. Some people think that a lean-to, which is a simple shelter made by leaning branches against a tree or wall, is good protection from bad weather. But just making a lean-to isn't always enough. First, you should look around at where you are and what the weather is like. You need a shelter that can keep you safe from wind, rain, or really hot sun. Also, it's important to make sure you're not lying directly on the ground because it can get very cold at night. So, try to put something like leaves or grass underneath you to keep you warm. Myth number 2. If you get lost in the woods, some people think you need to find food right away. But that's not exactly right. A healthy person can actually go without food for a really long time, like up to 6 weeks. The most important thing to do first is to find clean water to drink and make a shelter to stay safe from bad weather. Speaking of shelters, do you know how to make a really good one? Finally, the last one. Myth number 1. If a snake bites you, some people say you should try to suck the poison out. But that doesn't really work because the snake's venom moves fast into your blood and doesn't just stay where the bite is. Trying to suck it out won't help and might even get the venom into your mouth. The best thing to do is to go to the hospital quickly. To help stop the venom from spreading, the person who got bitten should stay calm, keep the bite lower than their heart, and drink lots of water. So what is the most dangerous situation you have been in? What helps you to survive? Let us know in the comments below. And if this is your first time discovering Time Capsule Rewind, don't forget to hit subscribe to journey with us to the bright side of life, where history meets fun. Thanks for watching and have a good one.